in the quiet slumbering town of Willowbrook, long before the first bird sings its morning song. A story begins. It starts not with a grand event, but with the softest click of an alarm clock in a small, cozy room. This is the world of Mr. Elias Rohan, and his day starts when most are still lost in dreams. 4 in the morning. The air is cool and still, thick with the scent of night-blooming jasmine from the garden outside his window. Elias moves with a practiced quietness, a rhythm born from decades of rising in the dark. He dresses not in haste, but with a deliberate calm, each button fastened, each shoelace tied with purpose. He doesn't need much light. The pale glow of the moon is his familiar guide. His walk to the bakery, the golden crust, is a ritual in itself. The cobblestone streets of Willowbrook are empty, bathed in the soft, ethereal light of old-fashioned street lamps. Each step echoes gently, a solitary beat in the sleeping town's heart. He passes the closed shutters of the flower shop, the silent tables of the town square cafe. In this pre-dawn world, Elias is the sole guardian, the keeper of the town's first secret of the day. He breathes in the crisp air, a mixture of dew-kissed leaves and distant pine. This is his time for peace, a moment of reflection before the beautiful chaos of his work begins. He arrives at the familiar wooden door of his bakery, the painted sign of a wheat sheaf barely visible in the dim light. The jingle of his keys is the first official sound of Willowbrook's new day. Inside, the bakery is a haven of familiar scents and shadows. The air holds the ghost of yesterday's bread, a sweet yeasty perfume that promises more to come. Elias doesn't flip on the bright, harsh overhead lights. Instead, he lights a single, small lamp over his main workspace, casting a warm, golden glow across the flowered wooden counter. This is his stage. He moves around the kitchen with an effortless grace, a dance he has perfected over thousands of mornings. He ties on his white apron, a canvas dusted with the fine powder of his craft. First, he tends to the sourdough starter, his mother dough, bubbling gently in its crock. He feeds it, whispers a quiet good morning to it, treating it like the living, breathing heart of his bakery that it is. Then, the main event begins. He gathers his ingredients, sacks of stone-ground flour, crystalline salt, fresh yeast, and jugs of pure, cool water. The measurements are almost instinctive. His hands, knowing the exact weight and feel. He combines them in the large mixing bowl, and then the magic truly starts. Technodying. It's a physical, rhythmic process. Push, fold, turn. Push, fold, turn. His strong, flour-dusted hands work the dough with a firm yet gentle pressure. It's not just a mechanical action. It's a conversation. He feels the dough changing under his palms, coming alive, developing its strength and character. The only sounds are the soft thud of the dough on the board and his own steady breathing. In this quiet, focused work, Elias finds a deep sense of connection to his craft, to the ancient tradition of bread. As the dough is left for its first rise, nestled under a clean linen cloth, Elias moves on to preparing the sweet treats. The buttery, flaky dough for croissants is rolled and folded, creating countless, delicate layers. He pipes sweet cheese filling into Danish pastries and scatters cinnamon and sugar for the morning buns. Each movement is precise, efficient, and filled with a quiet joy. He works not like a man on a production line, but like an artist adding brushstrokes to a canvas. The smells begin to build and layer upon each other: the rich aroma of butter, the sweet spice of cinnamon, the comforting scent of warming sugar. The bakery is slowly waking up, filling with the promise of delicious things. Now, it's time for the great brick oven. Elias feeds it with seasoned wood, and soon a gentle roar fills the kitchen, the firelight dancing on the walls. The oven is the soul of the golden crust, an old, faithful giant that has baked countless loaves. Getting the temperature just right is an art, one that Elias has mastered. He can tell by the color of the flames, the feel of the heat on his face. While the oven heats, the first risen dough is ready. He gently knocks it back and begins shaping the loaves. Round, rustic bowls, long, elegant baguettes, and classic sandwich loaves. He scores the tops with a lame, his signature mark, on each one a simple wheat stalk. This small, artistic flourish is his way of saying, "I made this with care." The first batch of bread goes into the oven. The moment the dough hits the hot stone, a burst of steam is released, and the transformation from a pale, soft lump into a golden, crusty loaf begins. The smell is intoxicating. It's the scent of home, of comfort, of community. It's a warm, nutty, toasty aroma that begins to seep out of the bakery. A gentle announcement to the waking town. As the bread bakes, the first hint of dawn appears on the horizon. The sky outside shifts from inky black to a deep velvety blue, then two soft shades of pink and orange. The street lamps flicker off, one by one. Their duty done. The world outside is stirring, and the bakery is ready to greet it. Elias pulls the first loaves from the oven. They are magnificent. The crust is a deep, burnished gold, crackling softly as it cools the sound bakers call the song of the bread. The aroma is now at its peak, a rich, complex perfume that fills every corner of the shop. He arranges the loaves on the wooden cooling racks, their beautiful forms a testament to the morning's work. The croissants and pastries follow, emerging from the oven puffed, golden, and irresistible. He glazes them while they're still warm, a final touch of sweetness. The counters of the golden crust are now laden with a bounty of baked goods, each piece a small work of art. Just as the sun properly crests the horizon, casting long, golden rays down the main street, the little bell above the bakery door jingles. The first customer has arrived. It's Mrs. Gable, the schoolteacher, on her way to work. "Good morning, Elias," she says, her face breaking into a warm smile as she takes in the sight and smell of the shop. "The usual, please." He wraps a warm baguette in paper for her. The crackle of the crust, a satisfying sound. Soon, others follow. The construction worker grabbing a hearty breakfast bun. The young mother buying a loaf for her family's breakfast. The mayor picking up croissants for a morning meeting. Each person is greeted with a genuine smile from Elias. He knows their names, their orders, their stories. His bakery is more than just a place to buy bread. It's the heart of Willowbrook. It's where the day begins for many. A place of warmth, comfort, and connection. As the morning rush continues, Elias works with a steady, cheerful rhythm, serving his community, sharing the fruits of his solitary, magical morning. He looks around his bustling shop, at the happy faces of his neighbors, and a deep sense of satisfaction settles over him. This is why he wakes up in the dark, to transform simple ingredients into something that brings joy, to be the quiet guardian of the town's morning ritual, and to bake magic into the very fabric of Willowbrook, one perfect loaf at a time. Thank you so much for joining me on this quiet morning journey into the world of Mr. Elias Rohan. If you enjoyed this story, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more peaceful tales. We'll see you next time.